All right, so this is Houston Talks. We're here with the Ceres football team. Introduce yourselves.
Number 51, Angelo Estrada.
Number 8, Eric Delzada.
Number 14, Parker Borges.
Number 3, Dinero Osorio.
Number 4, Julian Barrera.
So what position do you guys play, and how are you trying to be the best at that position?
My main position is offensive right tackle. From what I did to, develop as a right tackle and, interior lineman as a whole, my freshman and sophomore year, I was going out to Fremont every week to get some 5v5 training with the Samoans out there. I kind of quit it this year. I was just trying to focus on more getting a job and everything. But I definitely developed as a player, just learning off of, the seniors that graduated last year and the techniques that Ceres, implements into you. And as a right tackle or left tackle, or just, I guess, the tackle on D-line, again, it's from, my first year really starting at that position. But, I'm trying to develop as a player right now. It's just about strength and what you can do, how quick you are off the ball. I've trained a lot, just, getting to where I am today in all my positions.
I play wide receiver. The best I did to, be the best in my position, I did a lot of training, over the summer. I played 7-on-7. Took a lot of, work from there, implemented it into, what I do at school. A lot of stuff from the coaches, I took that in too. Just worked hard, continue to keep training, keep working, doing whatever I can. Really, that's all you can do is just work to get where you want to be.
As a quarterback, man, it's all about mentality. You gotta have a good mentality. You have to have a good head on your shoulders. You're the leader of the team. You're the face of the program. But what I did, I worked on my strength this year. I'm trying to get my arm stronger, throw the ball farther. I got to work on being a leader. Got to take care of my teammates, pick them up. Just that.
As a corner, I just try to work on my feet, training, trying to get better at practice, work as hard as I can.
As a slot receiver, just a lot of work and just a lot of time and just a lot of work that made me develop to who I am today.
Nice. You're going to do this Friday against Houston.
Well, we're going to come out. Last year, both teams came out strong. I know we have multiple fumble recoveries. We couldn't just act on that, though. But this year is definitely going to be different. I know both teams had a heavy impact on seniors leaving and everything. So I know it's going to be a dogfight no matter what. And we're just going to see. We're going to come out hitting. We're going to come out strong, every year.
We have more of a plan this year. We have more of a set theme that we want to do. We have a plan to win. We've been putting in a lot of work. A lot of things towards this game. This game's a big game for us just because the way things went in the past. So it's a lot that we put work into, and this game is big for us.
We're gonna come out hot. Offense gonna be firing on all cylinders. Defense, we put in that work. We got a lot of work done this offseason and summer. Offense gonna come out hot.
I definitely think it's gonna be a dogfight, but it's a big game for us, so we're gonna try our best. Hope for the win.
Like everyone was saying, we got a plan this year, and I feel like it's gonna be different, and that's really it.
So what's your guys' season predictions like this year?
I hope we continue on our winning record from last year. From what it's looking like right now and, predictions and everything, they have us placed at second in the WAC. So, I'm hoping that definitely we're going to have a winning record. And I'm hoping we just go maybe 8-2 or just, if anything, same record as last year, 7-3. All goes. But, again, we're just going to come out this year. And as long as we have a winning record and we don't get scummed in playoffs like last year, I'm with it.
I don't know. This year is, we put in a lot of work, so it's for every game. This is just a start. We have to come out hot this game and just prove what we have for the rest of the season. I think we could do great this season. We could do good things. Like last year, we should have made playoffs, but we didn't. 7-3. We worked hard for that. I'm thinking the same thing for this year or better.
I think we go 7-3, no less. I'm hoping for more, but we got some tough games on the road. We got a couple of tough games, a couple first week games. It's gonna be a dogfight. Offense gonna be firing always. We always gonna be out firing. We gonna go 7-3 though, or better.
Like they said, 7-3, but I'm hoping better because it's gonna be a lot of dogfights this year. We got like a lot of good teams too, so we're just gonna have to prove our point that we deserve to be in playoffs.
I think we're gonna go 7-3. That's really it.
Who would you guys want to play that's not in your guys' league?
I want to play St. Mary's just to show them what's up. Show them what the Ceres Bulldogs. No, I'm just kidding. Just realistically, I just want to play Modesto High. Maybe keep it a little local. Maybe a little scrimmage against Houston or CC. Just something to give us a better look at what we are going to go against. In season.
Same thing. Keep it local. Grigori. I mean, just because it's a local school, Modesto schools is same kind of competition. It gives us something to work with.
I want to play Enox. I don't like Enox at all. At all.
Why don't you like Enox?
Yeah, why don't you?
Nah, I can't disclose that.
Oh, shit.
I don't like Enox. I got beef with Enox. Yeah, Enox.
You got beef with Enox or the cheerleaders?
Going based off what they say, keep it local. I got a lot of brothers in Modesto. So I feel like that would be a pretty good game because they some dogs too. So it'd be a very good competitive game.
No, same thing with Houston. I got a lot of people I know from Houston, so I would like to. Modesto. So probably I'll play Modesto.
So who is considered the best Ceres player on your guys' team?
Nathaniel St. Macias. He's our starting safety. Started safety for 3 years for varsity. He plays slot. He's a big weapon on our team. He's a big part of he's a big piece in defense and a big piece on the offensive side.
He also plays here and there. He plays quarterback. He also plays running back here and there. He's our punt returner, our kick returner. He's a leader. He stands strong. He leads the team heavy. Look at this.
Generally, he's a dog overall. The guy's the man. I don't care what nobody says. The guy's the man of the team. He got great leadership too. He's always early to practice. Last one there at practice. Make sure everybody's getting right.
Hell yeah. Shout out to, I don't know his name. Nathaniel St. Macias. Is that it? I don't know. Shit. Would you guys consider Houston a rival school?
I mean, personally, for me, after my past 2 years playing them, freshman year was definitely probably my best game yet against Houston on JV. But last year, sophomore on varsity, going against number 10, Max, it definitely wasn't a nice game for me. I learned a lot. He moved on and everything. I'm just hoping to, get back from what I lost at Houston. I may have got put in some highlights. Went famous on Twitter. It was a difficult game last year, but I learned from it, and I'm just hoping to come out better this year.
My opinion, personally, I think so. Last year I played them. I didn't get too much to see the field, but I learned a lot from playing those games. And when I did, you guys are strong competitors. So it's just, me personally, I find them as a team.
Me personally, I think the same thing. Houston is definitely a rival school for us now. After we played them for 3 years now. 3 years every first game. Yeah, my JV year as quarterback, we barely lost. We lost by 1 point. PAT field goal. It was bad. But junior year, I didn't really see the field much. We had our other quarterback in, Kyle. But yeah, they definitely a rival school. I know a lot of people at the school, personally. So yeah.
I wouldn't say it's kind of a rival game, but then it's kind of not at the same time. But it's just a fun game overall because they get us a lot of comp too.
I think it is a rival school because it's always our first game every year, and we play them basically first every year. And every year we always felt short. I always felt short, so I think they are.
All right, so how do you guys feel about your crosstown rival, Central Valley?
I mean, there's plenty of things that you can say on Central Valley, but since last year they moved it back to our 10th game of the season. They were definitely talking a lot that game. It started the day before or the week before at the crosstown parade. I mean, me personally, the senior that was talking trash to the sophomore. It didn't happen in the game. But during the game, it definitely gets intense. But at the end of the day, it just who comes out harder. I mean, we're both from Ceres. It's just who comes out harder at the end of the day.
The way I feel about him, you know, last year we won, we got the trophy. Hoping to keep that this year. You know, senior year for me, you know, I'm hoping to prove, you know, that they can't compete. You know, they're a team that we play every year. You know, last game, like he said, I'm just looking forward to it. But right now, we got to focus on Houston.
Personally, I have a lot of beef with CV because I've grown up. My uncle coaches there. He's the head coach of the varsity, or the defense coordinator for their varsity team. So it's like a family rivalry too. So, I mean, we beat them last year. I didn't get much playing time because we had Kyle, but I'm excited to beat them because we are going to beat them. We're going to keep that trophy home, and yeah.
Yeah, senior year, you know, you could say a lot about CV, but it's just going to be a dogfight. I think we're going to keep the trophy home. You know, they got a lot of good players, but I think we're going to come out on top.
I think CV's a big rivalry, and every game it's always packed. It's intense, very competitive, and I feel like we're going to come out top this year, though.
So digging into your guys' history, Ceres hasn't won a section championship since 1986. What are you guys trying to do to change that and get to sections?
I mean, we're definitely building up as a team. I mean, back then versus now, there was just grown men throwing around a football on a Friday night. The game has definitely developed in a worse way, I would say. Everyone cares about drip that, drip this. But it's all, you know, a mental thing, and who's stronger at the end of the day. So, I mean, as a team, we're trying to get physically stronger, mentally stronger, and just, you know, compete. And yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, but hopefully here sometime soon we can win one.
I'd like to start off and say I wasn't even born last time. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he said, as a team, we're just trying to get stronger mentally, physically, and just work towards that. You know, the sooner the better. You know, put a banner in the gym at our school. You know, it would help a lot. Not help, but just, you know, show that we can compete. Yeah, that's really all I got to say.
Basically, we got a different mentality this year, hoping for one, but, you know, we're not involved in what happened before, so we can only not predict, but hope for the best in the future.
I feel like we just got to work harder. That's it.
So what are your guys' personal goals this season?
My personal goal is to get first team all league offensive lineman. I'm not really shooting for defensive lineman. I haven't really developed as a defensive lineman yet. This is going to be my first year starting on the D-line, going both ways. So right now I'm just trying to focus more on O-line. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want of this season, and just to see the team grow for the better.
I just want to have a good season. You know, put up yards, put up catches, touchdowns. My past varsity year, I didn't really see too much of the field, so I just feel like, me personally, I got a lot to prove this year. I'm starting. You know, this is my last season, my senior season, so I just want to work hard, show a lot of people, coaches, what I could do.
I mean, personally, I want to throw for over 1,000 yards, over 20 touchdowns, but really just get first team all league quarterback for our WAC and shit. Yeah, that's about it.
My goals, I just want to personally have have a DB on lock, you know, just have what I do on the field, do best, and you know, just try to go both ways on offense, you know, get a lot of touchdowns, yards, but just hoping.
My personal goal is just to be a standout player. Like, you look at me and you see small guy, you don't expect much, so my personal goal is just to prove myself this season and get, you know, just prove to myself and prove to everybody else.
What do you guys see yourselves doing after high school?
Oh, my bad. Anyway, after high school, I plan on joining the military. I don't know if I'm going to go Air Force or Marines yet, but if football doesn't work out and I can't get at least a JUCO spot, I'm definitely going to go to the military, see what benefits I can get, and then maybe get into manufacturing.
My plans as a high school is to hopefully get a JUCO spot at MJC, and if not, be an electrician, go to a union. They make good money, so that's just what I thought about.
Yeah, after high school, I'm probably gonna go MJC, go to their fire academy. I want to be a firefighter when I grow up, so go to fire academy, go to Cal Fire, be a firefighter in Cal, and I might walk onto the wrestling team.
Perfect.
Yeah, just like they said, we all, football don't work out. We don't go to MJC. I want to be a stereo technician, something in the medical field. So I just wanted to get in that life. Maybe probably go to school at MJC too.
If football don't work out, then probably go to trade school and electrician.
All right, so seniors, what advice do you guys have to give to other football players?
Me being a senior this year, just work as hard as you can. I didn't really work too hard my freshman and sophomore year, and then junior year, I tried working, but we had other possibilities and opportunities for the team with players. But this year, I worked hard over the summer, over the preseason. And, I got my starting spot. I worked hard for my spot. So just work as hard as you can, do what you can do, and just continue to work.
As a senior, I gotta say you just gotta hit the weight room, bro. I didn't hit the weight room a lot as a freshman, sophomore, or junior. Really affects you. Hit the weight room, get your speed up, work hard. If you're at quarterback, go through the plays, rerun the plays, ask as many questions as you want. But yeah.
See me, I can't even say nothing about weight room. But just ball with your heart, man. Just play as hard as you can. Forget about all the doubt. Just try to be the best you can be.
Me being a junior and everything, I only have one more year after this. Just give it your all. Don't take anything for granted. High school flies by. I thought I was a freshman yesterday. And now, just 2 years left, doing what I can. Just ball out, hit the weight room hard, and just build your team up. Don't let anybody slack off. Hold each other accountable. I know you guys said on the last podcast, but iron sharpens iron is really a true thing. I mean, they say it in the Bible, but just do everything you can to stand out. Even if you're a smaller guy, just be that guy. If you're not starting right away, go on scout team, get your reps. Just make the coaches look at you.
It's real. Damn.
I just say give it your all and don't take it for granted, because I remember when I was just a freshman, it feels like you said, like yesterday, and time really flies, and I only got 1 year left, and just you think about it, it's kind of just crazy. So I just feel like give it your all, and if you really want this, just work.
What's a message you guys have to you guys' league this year?
I mean, our first official league game is Livingston. It should have went better last year. We unfortunately lost though. But just a message to our league, I mean, we're going to come out hitting, we're going to come out strong, and we're going to come out with energy and intensity. Don't expect nothing less than a dogfight with us. If you do, I mean, I wouldn't play us. But we're coming out hard, and we're just going to show you guys how the Ceres Bulldogs play.
As to our league, we worked hard. We put a lot of work, so we're always gonna compete. Every game we're gonna come out strong, just fight. To first whistle to the last.
That's just to our league, man. We can go out hard. Offense gonna go fire. And I mean, our offense is strong this year. We ain't gonna lose. We going down with the fight.
I ain't even gonna say too much. Ceres is gonna bring it. Come out with a dog fight, try to be the best overall, best over team, try to go what we predicted on the scores, just overall, just come out with a dog fight.
Just ready to fight. That's it.
So what made you guys want to go to Ceres High School?
To be honest, going out of Pop Warner, going under the Central Catholic program, the Saints and all that, I thought I was gonna go to Central Catholic, but the way it looked, my brother already went through the whole tuition, 4 years at Central Catholic, and my parents weren't just trying to go through that again, and I honestly felt for them. And then my brother was already at Ceres High, and I went to like a couple of the weight room, trainings in the morning as a freshman. And the juniors that year took me in, and they, were giving me rides and just kind of showed me the way of how to play football, better than just Pop Warner transitioning into high school. So once I, seen the culture about Ceres, I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. And that was just, why I just wanted to go to Ceres.
I didn't really put in a thought of like where I wanted to go or what I wanted. I wasn't really having to plan like when in high school, like of where to go. I kind of just ended up at Ceres. That's where I lived at the time. It was closest to me. I definitely was going to Central Valley.
All my family went to Ceres High their entire life. My mom, my dad, my uncles. I had the option to go to CV, but for wrestling, their team wasn't that good, and I'm big on wrestling, so I went there for wrestling. And then all the people there were all hella nice. My dad's the head coach of the wrestling team. But yeah, I went there because it's a family bond. All my family went there. I just grew up there.
It's actually a funny story because he actually introduced me to Ceres. He used to go to Blaker. I used to ride my bike to pick him up, and then all the kids that were in weight room, they used to take us in and be nice. So he was like, just try it out, see how it felt, and then loved it first year, and then keep going.
I had no option. This is my closest to my house, and I just went to Ceres.
So what players impacted you guys that you guys wanted to go to Ceres High?
So 3-year starter Elias Carrera, he was the offensive lineman leader for varsity at that time when I was a freshman. So he just kind of showed me the ways on how to do things. He was captain and everything. And then starting middle linebacker Michael Solis, he took me into, showed me the ways, just made sure that I was cool and everything. If I ever needed a ride, he got me. He just showed out when I had nobody else there real quick for football. And then Tremont Kareem, he was another one along with them. He was their DB corner, whatever position that is. He took me under the wing too, showed me much love. And there was a bunch more. I could say the whole team at this point, but I'll just leave it at those 3 for now.
As a freshman, I got there. I wasn't sure, for sure if I was playing football or not, especially because, my freshman year, I wasn't really good. I didn't really put in no work behind that. So, but there was a group of people. One of them was Ricky, Terrell, Kamai. They were like, just play football, try it out. And I ended up playing. It was fun. Freshman year, it wasn't how I planned. I didn't play, didn't start. I was punter. That's when I started. But after that, they told me just keep working, so I did. And now I started.
When I walked into Ceres High, Jalen Jackson took me under his wing, told me to play football, told me to have fun with it. And then Reese Smith, he'd give me rides to practice, rides to weight room. He's our golden boy at Ceres High.
Oh.
Reese.
Just like what they two said, Ricky, LeBron, Kamai, Jalen, Buna, or Terrell, they really brought us under the wing. They were like, just try it. During school, we didn't, we knew just like the older group of people, so they really took us under the wing. They gave us food, gave us rides, practice with them. After they practice, they put a lot of effort and work into us.
What are you guys' hobbies outside of football?
Outside of football, I just like to spend time with the Lord, hang out with family and friends, just listen to music, go driving. I like to eat. If you haven't, you can't tell and everything. And football is just my main thing right now. I don't have anything football with my girlfriend right now, as like Coach Johnson likes to say. So why are you looking at me? Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Hobbies outside of football, I don't really do much. I honestly just go to school, football, and then I go home, chill, and be with my family. Other than that, there's not much for me to do. I don't really go nowhere, so I just like to chill.
Outside of football, I wrestle. I'm a 3-time varsity starter, 3-time varsity captain for wrestling. That's my main sport. I've been wrestling since I was 6. Been doing it for a long time. I like to hang out with my family, hang out with friends. Yeah.
Really, my hobbies changed, growing up. So now it's just like being in the house with our family, spending time. We like to go to the field, catch a little bit, Saturdays and Sundays. Sometimes we read the Bible and, just hang out, with families and friends. So it's good to get in an environment where, you're just good with people,
Outside of school, I spent time with my family and just my loved ones. That's really it. It's just school, football, and then after just go home and spend time with them.
So how did you guys prepare this year differently than last year for this season?
I mean, I feel like last year we had a lot of built-in leaders going in, but this year we had to see who really would step up and develop as a leader. So, we just found the people that would take initiative and leadership and what they do. And I definitely say we have, a little more skills and athletics than last year. Last year we just had, a couple guys we were just looking to, but I feel like we're all around a lot better this year. I definitely was trying to push everyone in the weight room and just trying to make everyone work as hard as I could. Burst. Remember that. But, I mean, as a team, I think we just developed our bondage and accountability, and all that together. I think we got stronger together.
Yeah, last year, like you said, we did have people like that we were more focused on, trying to get the ball to. This year, all around, we worked as a team, just like you said, see who the leaders are, see who can push who to, to the edge, not push them over to the edge, to get them to where they need to be to help the team out overall. It's not an individual sport. So, we just pushed everybody together as one to, just help the team.
What's your go-to pregame song before the game?
My go-to pregame song is probably Intro by Pay Gotti.
I'll probably go Lil Jeff, Shit Is Solid, or I go some Babyface, E.
I listen to a lot of country to stay calm. So my go-to song is probably She's Country by Jason Aldean. To stay calm,
Perfect. So what's your guys' favorite memory on the field so far?
On the field, it was definitely right before we stormed the field versus Davis. Coach Unruh, our defensive line coach, came out with the David and Goliath story, got us all hyped up. And going into Davis, it was probably the best game we've had all season. We kept it in the 30s, touchdown after touchdown, kick return after kick return. But, Coach Unruh really hyped us up that game. He just kept us honest on, what we really need to focus on. And that was probably my favorite memory because we all enjoyed it together, with last year's seniors and everything. It was great.
Mine is the Davis game. I scored my first varsity touchdown there. I had a fade, a go ball. That's my favorite memory I had so far.
My favorite football memory is my first varsity touchdown. It was against Houston, actually, at home last year. It was a slant to Reese Smith for a touchdown. It was the touchdown we scored.
Last game was the last game? TV last year? Yeah. It was last basically, I think we were down, or no, we were up, and then they were about to score on the goal line, and I caught the game-winning interception pick. Thankful to my linebackers for getting that pressure. So it was very meaningful to get that pick, winning the game for them.
Probably my first ever touchdown as a freshman. It was against Johansson, and before that, Pop Warner, I never played. I was always benched and never saw the field, and came to Ceres and finally got to play, and I scored against Johansson.
So what do you guys do before kickoff?
It all starts in the locker room. That's, our time to lock in. We have a nice speaker. We just start listening to music, getting locked in, getting dressed. And then the second step is we go out to the Bulldog right across from the locker room, and we pray as a family right there. And we walk out, do our practice and everything, a little EDD, while we wait for JV to finish up. And then individually, before the game starts on the sideline, I like to just take my own moment of prayer, make sure my kick step's all good on the lines that we got there. And then just once I throw that helmet on, it's go time.
Before we watched the JV game for a little bit till halftime, we go to the locker room, we get ready. We just get ready, listen to music, chill, just vibe before the game, and then we go to the Bulldog, pray. We go to the Bulldog, we pray, and then we just hit the field, warm up like you said, and after that we hit the sideline, and then we just some more spray together.
We in the locker room, listen to music, get our head straight, and then we go to the Bulldog, we get our prayer in, and then after we run out of our tunnel, I like to go down and pray it by myself, get my mind right, get my arm warmed up, throw on the sideline with my guys. Yeah.
Really get ready, get in that mood with the music, and go out. You know, me and him like to get a little prayer going on before the game. You know, had God over our head, and then it's just really game time after that.
So what does it mean to play for Ceres?
To play for Ceres is definitely a privilege. I mean, you don't just get anything handed to you. Even if you're on the team, you know, you're definitely not going to start right away. But to play for Ceres is definitely different. You know, our head coach, Brett Johnson, it's going to be his 35th year coaching. So the culture there is definitely, you know, hard-working mentality. But, you know, at the end of the day, we like to keep it fun. You know, if we have a great practice, sometimes we'll do some lineman, you know, one-on-ones or something. But it's definitely a great time just, you know, getting to play with the people that you can call brothers, you know, as teammates and everything. The culture is definitely diverse, and we just see a lot, you know, of opportunities to build as men playing with Ceres. So it's great.
You know, to me, it's a family. You know, it's a lot of opportunity. You know, all the coaches show love. You know, they show support. You know, they push you to be the best you can. They prepare you, you know, mentally and physically for after high school. And then throughout the season, you know, football season, they just push you, you know, to your limits. You know, just help you out as much as they can.
I mean, it's a blessing to play for Ceres. You don't get anything handed to you. All the coaches push you to your limits. You know, they just want the best for you. Like Coach Debo, he's hard on me, but it's for a good reason. I mean, coaches love us out here. It's a blessing.
You know, it's a blessing, and, you know, I'm grateful for it because, you know, all the coaches are teachers, so, you know, they're honest about school too. You know, we're always a student athlete first, and then on the field, you know, it's a different kind of love and making sure we're always doing great on the field too. So it's a great combine of both.
All right, so we got Ceres signing out.
Number 51, Angelo Estrada.
Number 8, Eric Dolazada.
Number 14, Parker Borges.
Number 3, Danero Osorio.
Number 4, Jordan Brewer.
And that's a wrap.